Hello and welcome to All Things Knitty. This week's stitch is the Beanstalk Stitch. It is a beautiful one row repeat and it makes these lovely nice and straight columns running vertically with a lovely chain in between. So this is what it's like using some double knit, and this is what it's like with some cotton. This is a new one that I got. It doesn't have a code, it's just called that. I got it on Amazon, but it's beautiful. It is so soft and super stretchy. For this pattern, you're going to use a hook that's 0.5 millimeters bigger than recommended. So I have some double knit here for the demonstration, and I'm using a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook. So you want to be 1/2 millimeter bigger. Okay, so you're going to begin this pattern in multiples of 6. Multiples of 6, keeping your foundation chain quite loose so that it does have a nice stretch to it. So let's begin. I'll just zoom in first. So we're going to begin our pattern in the 3rd chain from our hook. So 1, 2, and in the 3rd chain, 1 second, I just need to, so begin in the 3rd chain, 1, 2, and in the 3rd, and we're going to work our little fan. And to do that, the first stitch is different from the rest. So to do it, yarn over, go into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. Once you have 3 loops, you're going to yarn over and pull through the first 2. Then yarn over again and go straight back into the same chain, pull up another loop. Once you have 4 loops, you're going to pull through all 4. That gives us 1 stitch to work into, but 2 posts. And this is what makes the nice, this part here, it makes a lovely ridge, which gives the pattern a lovely 3D effect. As you're working through it. So once you've done your the increase stitch but keeping just 1 stitch, you're going to work 2 half double crochets, and that's a US half double. So once you go into the stitch and pull up a loop, you want to bring it up to the height, pull through, yarn over, back into the stitch, pull up the loop and pull through all 3, skip 2, and in the next you're going to work a single crochet. You're then going to loosely chain 2. You're going to skip 2, 1, 2, and in the 3rd here you're going to do the exact same. Work your fan, so do the 2 and 1 stitch, bring up a loop, pull through just the first 2, yarn over, back into the stitch, and then pull through all 4 loops. 2 half doubles in the same stitch. Make sure you're bringing your half doubles up to the height, and by that I mean so that your hook can be nice and straight. And that's you done. Skip 2, work a single crochet in there. Then you're going to chain 2 and repeat. Chain 2, skip 2, work your fan, and skip 2, work a single crochet, chain 2. Continue doing that right across the row, and I'll get you at the end. So you will finish in the very last stitch with a single crochet. So you're going to skip 2, work your fan, skip 2, work a single crochet, chain 2, skip 2, work your fan, and keep doing that right across the row, and I'll get you there. Okay, so you've come to the end of your row. To begin your next row, and this is the row that you just repeat from now on, you're going to start by chaining 2. Turn your work. Working into the very first stitch, which is here, so skip your chain 2, and in this space here, you're going to work your fan. So yarn over, go in, and work your fan. So pull through 2, then pull through 4, 2 half doubles, and then you're going to skip 2, 1, 2. Now, working into this stitch here, which is the one where we add a stitch, you'll notice that we have 2 openings. We've got one here and one at the top. We're not going into the top one. We're going to go down 1 stitch below in here, and that's where you're going to do your single crochet. And what that does is that leaves this little ridge that sits out, and that's how we get the 3D effect. And it also helps keep these columns really nice and straight. As you can see, it keeps them really straight. So once you've done your single crochet, you're going to chain 2. You're going to skip the chain from the previous row here and into the single crochet from the last row. That's where we're going to begin working our fan. So into the single crochet from the row below, you're going to continue working your pattern. Make sure your half doubles come up to height. Oh. Skip 2, and again we've come to this stitch. We're not going into the top here, we're going 1 below, right through there where you can just see my finger through, and that's where you're going to do your single crochet. Chain 2, continue doing that all the way across the row until you've just got this last fan, and we'll do that together. So continue working your pattern across the row and I'll get you at the end. Okay, so we've come to the last stitch here where we're going to work our single crochet. In the last fan it's just a wee bit harder to see because we have the chain 2 as well here. So skip 1 and 2, and then it's the same. You're going once, you're not going into the top here, you're going to go 1 stitch below and you're going to do your single crochet. And that's that row finished. Chain 2, turn your work and repeat. It's just the exact same. So in the first stitch you're going to work your fan, and then you'll do 2 single crochets, 2 half double crochets, skip 2, and then work your single crochet into the one below. And that's it. That's all you have to do, and it makes this lovely lacy pattern. I really like this one. I'm going to zoom out a wee bit and you can maybe see it a wee bit better. I really liked it in this cotton. It would make a beautiful scarf, so it would, or a lovely blanket. So on the double knit, I closed the top by working a row of single crochet. On the cotton I didn't, and you can see that it gives it a ripple, but obviously that's not mirrored at the bottom, so it is up to yourself. If you're doing a scarf, I would maybe just do a full row of single crochet along the top once you've finished your pattern. But that was a lovely 1 row repeat, the Beanstalk Stitch. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it with your friends, invite them to join as well. All the information where you can follow me and how to support the channel is all in the description box below, and I hope to see you next Sunday. Bye now.